Colorado's race for governor just got even more crowded.
Republican State Senator Barb Kirkmeyer launched her campaign from the town of Fort Lupton tonight. Your political reporter Sean Boyd traveled to Fort Lupton to speak one-on-one with the biggest Republican name to enter the race.
But I've talked to Coloradoans across the state who are tired of feeling like they live in a state of inevitable decline. Decline is a choice. It is not a foregone conclusion. Bad decision-making by lawmakers got us into this mess. The flip side is that good decision-making can turn things around.
Senator Barb Kirkmeyer says it's time for a course correction in Colorado, and she says she has the courage, experience, and vision to make it happen.
I will fight for affordability. I will make our community safe. I will fix those darn roads. Most of all, I will make sure that our children and our grandchildren grow up in a Colorado full of opportunity.
A mom, grandmother, and Colorado native, Kirkmeyer grew up on a dairy farm and says she knows what it's like to work for every dollar.
This is how I learned about hard work, perseverance, and saving for the future. It's come in real handy being on the Joint Budget Committee.
As one of two Republicans on the powerful committee, Kirkmeyer has been a prominent voice for fiscal constraint and led the fight for lower property taxes. But she is most proud of her fight to increase funding for special education and increase reimbursements for Medicaid providers.
Our healthcare system is in crisis mode, and we need to do something about it. So when the governor cut Medicaid provider rates, I'm telling you, I felt like crying. And I'm not a crier, but I'm a hardworking, get down to it, roll my sleeves up, and get the job done person.
A former Weld County commissioner, she says she is also a person who works across the aisle.
I think it's the most popular stance in running for governor, because when you're governor for everybody in the state.
A state that hasn't elected a Republican governor in more than 20 years, and a state where President Trump remains deeply unpopular. But a recent poll found Democratic leaders are also unpopular here, and most voters think the state is headed in the wrong direction.
It appears the state is getting weary with the same old Democratic tax and spend and well, let's tax you to death and have all these budget gimmicks. And I think that Barb will expose that.
She's a very formidable candidate, and I think she raises the level of credibility on the Republican side significantly. It will not overcome who's in the White House.
Look, I'm just going to do me, right? I have, fought for everything my entire life.
Sean Boyd covering Colorado First.
Kirkmeyer enters a crowded field with 35 candidates. She's joined by two other Republican state lawmakers, Senator Mark Baisley and Representative Scott Bottoms, along with former U.S. Representative Greg Lopez and Teller County Sheriff Jason Mikesell.
On the Democratic side, the top two candidates there are current U.S. Senator Michael Bennet and State Attorney General Phil Weiser.